persistent. A lot of things happened at those Epstein parties that can't really be described.
He got him. And he got him in multiple different areas. Look at this. So this has to do with somebody that was filing complaint against Maxwell that had all types of Kardashians.
Hold up. Just when we thought the Epstein files couldn't get any darker, this new drop just flipped the whole story upside down. We're talking about shocking allegations linking the Kardashians to Britney Spears' conservatorship, and if these claims are true, the money involved is absolutely insane. Reports are now suggesting a jaw-dropping $200 million was made. And even after Britney finally broke free, they allegedly pulled her right back into their orbit to keep the cash flowing. And honestly, it gets even messier. Because of course, the name Lou Taylor is right in the middle of it all again.
Oh, we're just chilling.
In our geriatric bed.
Yeah. This bed vibrates. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now let's be real, people have been side-eyeing the Kardashians for years when it comes to that conservatorship drama, especially during the height of the Free Britney movement. But what's coming out now? These are details nobody saw before, and they've got the internet completely shook. By now, most of you already know the basics. Britney was locked into that conservatorship from 2008 all the way until 2021, with little to no control over her own money, her career, or even her personal life. But when the Free Britney movement really started gaining momentum in 2021, people began digging deeper. And what they uncovered started pointing in a very specific direction. Two names kept popping up over and over again: the Kardashians and Lou Taylor, the powerhouse behind TriStar. And here's where things take a serious turn. Reports claim Britney's father, Jamie Spears, allegedly received over $40,000 from Lou. And instead of just paying it back normally, the story goes that they may have put together a plan to place Britney under conservatorship. A move that would not only wipe that debt clean, but potentially bring in millions more that could be split behind the scenes. And it doesn't stop there. Britney's own mother even revealed in her memoir that Lou and Jamie were already having conversations about a conservatorship while Britney was still hospitalized. Let that sink in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where do the Kardashians fit into all of this? Well, according to multiple reports, their business ties to Lou and TriStar run deep. We're talking official court documents from 2020 to 2021, listing Lou as the agent for service of process for several Kardashian-Jenner companies. Meaning if any legal drama popped off, it went straight to her desk. And once you connect all these dots, yeah, the picture starts looking real suspicious. We're talking Kim's KKW Fragrance, Kylie's King Kylie LLC, Kris's Kardashian-Jenner Family Foundation, Kendall's 818 Tequila, and even Travis Scott's Cactus Jack. Now, according to Britney's fans, who've been deep in this investigation, Lou allegedly funneled Britney's money through TriStar into Kardashian Ventures to clean it. The claim is that this money helped boost Kylie Cosmetics, and that it's also the same money Kim allegedly used to buy a mansion in cash shortly after everything went down. And it doesn't stop there. One of the fans leading this investigation took it even further, claiming the Kardashians didn't just allegedly profit $200 million from this. They said the real number is closer to $600 million. Yeah, let that sink in. Kim was involved in the conspiracy to take Britney's $600 million. Look into her association with Lou Taylor, and they're conspiring together to embezzle Britney's money. Kim paid cash for a mansion using Britney's money right after it all went down. But somehow, it gets even worse. Journalist Liz Crokin, the same one who previously covered the death of Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, has now stepped in. And this is what she had to say. The Kardashians and Diddy are clients of Lou Taylor's TriStar. Taylor was the mastermind of Britney Spears' illegal and corrupt conservatorship. Kylie Jenner's cosmetic company was potentially used to launder Spears' money. And apparently, Britney wasn't the only target either. There were even claims that Lou had her sights set on Lindsay Lohan at one point too. But Lindsay's dad wasn't anything like Jamie Spears, so that situation never went anywhere. Now here's where it gets even messier. Even though the Kardashians were publicly showing support for Britney during the Free Britney movement, a lot of people were quick to call that out as nothing but PR. And honestly, it's hard to argue with that when you hear this Lou was literally a guest at Kris's recent birthday party. So let me get this straight. You're saying you stand with Britney, but at the same time, you're celebrating with the very woman people are accusing of orchestrating her entire nightmare? The Kardashians are best friends/business partners with the lady who put Britney into her conservatorship. That lady, Lou Taylor, was even just at Kris's birthday party. Britney is going to end up washed ashore. Now, if y'all remember, Kris Jenner caught some serious heat a while back when it came out she had started a church called California Community Church. Apparently, every member, including her daughters, had to drop $1,000 a month just to be part of it. And that was just the entry fee. On top of that, everyone was expected to tithe over 10% of their earnings as well. A lot of people have always believed that whole setup was really just a slick tax write-off disguised as a religious donation. But the deeper people started digging, the more it began to look like something else was going on entirely. Because it turns out, Diddy was also a client of Lou's. And according to reports, that same church was allegedly being used as a channel to receive what looked like charitable donations from him that were actually being used to quietly pay people off behind the scenes.
Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through...
But here's where things take an even darker turn. In the latest Epstein files that were just released, the Kardashians came up and, unsurprisingly, it wasn't for anything good. They were named in a complaint submitted to federal authorities during the Ghislaine Maxwell case. According to the filing, the complainant accused the Kardashians of keeping a close friendship with both Maxwell and Epstein. The documents claim the sisters allegedly collaborated with Maxwell to exploit the victim's identity for business ventures and financial gain, including schemes involving children and possible surrogacy arrangements. On top of that, the complainant accused them of stealing her money, committing fraud, and allegedly committing crimes against minors. She said, and I quote, "Khloe and Kendall had a special interest in my marriage and change of name, and says Kim Kardashian was mentioned by Loretta Julie, who was Tiger Woods' mistress, in connection to identity fraud and a $600 million cosmetic company exit."
Look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. Yeah. You can see.
I honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me. By making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, to the judge, to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today.
This just goes to show the fight for Britney's freedom is far from over. In the meantime, people have been speaking out, like this one person who said, "I feel bad for Britney because the Kardashian family is close and works with Lou Taylor, who was a big force behind Britney's conservatorship. So you know Lou sold that stuff to Kim behind Brit's back." Another person said, "They need to get the hell away from her. The Kardashians are part of why Britney had an unnecessary conservatorship, as Kris is tight with Lou Taylor." But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Kardashians being exposed for their role in Britney's conservatorship? Do you really believe they were connected to what Epstein was doing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other juicy, messy video.